Hard statistics show that more women than in history, ages 18 to 34, align themselves with progressive liberalism or just plain being woke. Stick around and I'll show you why. The first thing that needs to be examined is the fact that men and women are completely different when it comes to the big 5 personality traits categories. Some of the largest areas of divergence between men and women among the big 5 traits is in the category of agreeableness, as well as in the category of neuroticism. And that simply means sensitivity to negative emotion. First things first, women are higher in agreeableness than men are. Generally speaking, men tend to be much more contrarian as well as less agreeable. And then in the area of what's called neuroticism, women are much higher than men are in sensitivity to negative emotion. And this actually begins around puberty. Before puberty, boys and girls are basically the same when it comes to negative emotion versus positive emotion. Around the time of puberty, women's sensitivity to negative emotion goes way up high, and it stays there for the rest of their life. For women, this brings on the propensity to begin to identify with those that are less fortunate and to begin to have empathy for those who are in need. This is often called the mother instinct. As the culture and society, especially over the last couple decades, have begun to push more victim and victimizer roles, young women are told that they have been oppressed and that they have been held back. This in turn fosters the need for independence and what has come to be perceived as equity. And as the society becomes more egalitarian, the numbers reflect this change. Let's rewind the clock to 2001. If we look at the period between 2001 to 2007, an average of 25% of males from 18 to 29 would call themselves progressive or liberal. And 28% of women from ages 18 to 29 would also identify as being progressive or liberal. Many of you will remember this period coincides with George W. Bush's presidency and dealing with the 9/11 attacks and then, of course, the Iraq War. Then we move forward to the period between 2008 and 2016. Men ages 18 to 29, they don't increase in their propensity towards liberalism. Women actually go up from 28% to 32% as identifying as being liberal. This coincides with the era everyone will remember as the Barack Obama presidency. If we move forward to 2017 to 2024, young men are still at 25% identifying as liberal. Women have now jumped to 40% as identifying as liberal. And this would coincide with the first presidency of Donald Trump and then, of course, the presidency of Joe Biden. So the question is, why are women escalating in their identifying with progressivism or liberalism? Well, first of all, I want to let you know that doesn't happen in older women. This is only something that we see primarily from 18 to 29 and, of course, from 18 to 34. As you can see from this chart, women from ages 30 to 49 are only 28%, and then ages 50 to 64, 25%, and 65 plus also about 25%. So what we're finding is that young women have about a 15-point difference over and above both men and older women. This is due to a combination of factors. People will always say socioeconomic trends and cultural factors, which are true, but also through the entire public school system and then through the college system, we will see reproductive rights being talked about. We will see social issues and healthcare issues being brought up. We will even see environmental issues being brought up. And these are driven hard to connect with people who are more empathetic. And guess who is more empathetic? Women are vastly more empathetic than men are. This is why what we're seeing is that the younger men are actually turning toward conservatism as the younger women are continuing to escalate up into liberalism. In a very general sense, women are told that they are victims, they've been victimized, they've been held back, and men are being told that they are the victimizers and they are the ones holding people back and that they need to be less masculine because, of course, the way that it's pushed in our public school system is that masculinity is toxic. What's your experience? Have you noticed anything like this happening around you? If you've seen this, put it in the comment section.